I hope you don't mind. I got up a little early, so I took the liberty of milking your cow for you.
A little slow getting started, but once you get her warmed up, pow, all of a sudden.
We don't have a cow. We have a bull.
The 1996 classic Farley Brothers, you know, they killed this one. This movie has so many great actors in it, and in my opinion, it's some of their best work in their careers. You know, Woody Harrelson, Bill Murray, Randy Quaid, you know, so it's kind of a raunchy movie a little bit. There's some parts in it that are a little bit, you know, but they had to put it in the movie, and I'm so glad they did because it made it what it is. This is like a cult classic. Another one of these movies that if it's on TV, I'm gonna watch it. I own the Blu-ray, I own the VHS, and every chance I get, if I'm free, it's definitely on my hit list to watch. So we're gonna visit some of the filming locations today. I'm not gonna do them in order of the movie. I'm just gonna hit them as I go through Pittsburgh. We are in the greater Pittsburgh area, by the way. This area behind me, one of the more pivotal scenes of the movie takes place right here. I'm gonna take you back here. You can see this is kind of a busy road, obviously. I'm gonna take you back here to this bridge and I'm gonna show you what happened here. You guys that watch the movie like me, you're already gonna know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna try to get back here on this causeway and line up a couple shots for you and show you exactly. This is Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. Ishmael bowls like a 190, carrying a 276 average. How do you lose to a club player? It's right here. Ishmael wants to go to Reno. Roy's taking him home. He tells Roy, I don't want to go. Put me out, I want to walk.
True champion doesn't quit, and neither did you.
You mean you're just testing me?
Little Roy 101.
You were just testing me. Oh, Mr. Munson.
Whoa!
I gotta watch you.
You passed the test. A true champion never quits, and neither did you. You mean you're just playing with me? Whoa! I gotta watch you, Mr. Munson.
So I'm walking back to the car. I just finished a little skit there on the bridge. Y'all let me know if y'all like stuff like that, or would you rather me just show you the location and then show you the screenshot? I kind of like acting out certain things like this. We are in Farmland, PA, middle of nowhere. I'm talking about out there, okay? This is a location I have never seen before on a filming location video. I found this one myself, and I'm rather proud to bring it to y'all. It's kind of a first. If it's out there somewhere, I haven't seen it. So I'm gonna flip the camera around now and explain this scene to y'all. Actually, it's many scenes, but I'm gonna explain some of them to y'all. All right, in this scene, you can tell by the red barn in the background, we're in the right location. Roy and Ishmael are coming down the road here. Ishmael's on his bike, and Roy's in the old hoopty. And he's trying to convince Ishmael to let him be his bowling manager and train him. And Ishmael's not having it. And it's right here at this driveway to this beautiful place, I'm fixing to show you in just a second, that he finally tells him,
why would a bowler need a manager?
Why would a bowler need a manager?
and he says, I'm not interested, and he takes off down the driveway, and Roy basically blesses him out and tells him,
I hope you rot in hell, you loser! You suck! You don't deserve a car!
This is one of these times that makes it all worth it. When you come out here and see something like this, look at that in the background. That's Ishmael's house. So old Roy just won't let it go. He has to come back out here. And this time he dresses up as an Amish. And he's come to convince the family that he can do some things, help out the Amish folk, kind of blend in, convince Ishmael. That's his overall goal. Is to convince Ishmael to come with him, to be a bowler. Ooh, top of the morning to you. I'm Hezekiah Munson.
I'm passing through on my way to Ohio.
Any shingling or butter churning need doing?
Lines up perfect still, all these years later. 1996, 2023. All right, folks, in this scene right here, this is where Ishmael comes out on the front porch, and he is letting Roy know that his plan's not going to work, that surely they're going to know in a very short amount of time that he's a poser, because the Amish do so much more work, he can't keep up.
We do whatever you people do plus a half. That's how we survive.
Believe me, keeping up is not going to be a problem.
All right, folks, whenever they filmed this, these front bushes were not here. And on the right side here where this big bush is, right behind that, I'm gonna go up on the front porch in a second and show y'all, but right behind this bush is where Roy was on the swing at. Now they had built this porch out. I'm gonna show you on the side over here. The owner told me this. They actually built this porch out about 8 feet, further than it extends currently. Probably about to the end of where the bush is there on the left side of the screen. So we're headed up on the front porch now. And right here to the right, between these pillars, is where the swing would have been located. Would have hung from hooks right up here. Now I made the observation on the house, there's 2 electric lights here now. In the movie, there's just 2 metal hooks basically that are holding 2 candles or torches or whatever you want to call them. Now they have repurposed those and they are up here now. Those are actually screen used. One over here and one right there. All right, folks, that's the best I could do on the front porch. These bushes and everything, it's hard to, it's still there. Everything's there. It's just hard to line up. I hope y'all can see what I'm showing you good enough to understand, make you feel like you're here. Let's move on to the next one. I got a long way to go, okay?
Is this me? But he isn't in there. He must have left.
Yes, brother Hezekiah was afraid of getting his fingers dirty.
Oh, I got up a little early. Hope you guys don't mind. I took the liberty of milking your cow.
Yeah, it took a little while to get her warmed up. She sure is a stubborn one. Then, pow, all at once.
All right, folks, so whenever Roy is given the task of taking the horse's shoes off, Ishmael's father brings him out here in the yard, and you can actually see that there used to be a little grain silo there, and the building right beside it where that big truck with the dump bed on it is, you can see that behind Ishmael's head as his father's talking to him about the angels bowling and an angel coming. It cuts from Ishmael and his father talking about the messenger coming to immediately Roy comes walking out of this barn right here. Now, it looks a little bit different. You got to use your imagination. This is an active farm. They changed things around to put this hay in here now. But Roy comes right here in front of this barn. Says, took a little doing, but I finally got him off. Where do you keep the new shoes?
What, I got a bug hanging?
So right here in front of the house, the owner told me they planted this tree, which that's been 26 years ago, if my math is right. And it was a large tree then. And he told me they planted that tree, I'm gonna show you why, to block out the view of that telephone pole right there in the center of your screen. And it's hard to imagine it right now, and it's up, you know, they use crane shots. But that right there in the field on this side of those 2 vehicles parked there is where the Blues Travelers set up their stage and played the ending song there. And like I said, the owner that owns the property now, he was only a teenager back then, but he remembers all this stuff very clearly. All right, folks, I have managed to trek my way across a few hundred yards of a multi-hundred acre estate, farmland here, and I have found it. One of the hardest things to find because it doesn't exist. And the only way you're gonna find it is if you know somebody, ask the right questions, or luck up because of a landmark in the background. Well, we have found it. I'm gonna pan around here and I'm gonna show you some shots. I'm standing in the exact location where the barn raising took place, where Ishmael hammered his finger, where when the dinner bell got rang, he ran off. I'm actually standing in the location of where the dirt was cleared off right now. And I gotta say, this is probably top 5 filming locations. Just this whole place here. This is probably in my top 5 of ever doing this. I'm gonna spin this around and show y'all some locations. I really hope y'all enjoy this because this is a full-time geek out moment for me, 100%. And when the dinner bell gets rung and the barn comes falling, this is the shot you're given right here. And just like that, we are done with the filming locations here at the farm here. This place is a couple hundred acres of pure beef. I'm talking about nice. Rebecca walks Ishmael up the walkway here to Roy. Got my car waiting right here, just like Roy had. And Ishmael comes out with Rebecca, and Rebecca says,
"Promise me that you'll be careful when you're out among the English. Do not allow yourself to be corrupted."
And little does Ishmael know what he's in store for. Let's go to the next one. All right, folks, we made it over to Beaver Valley Bowl in Rochester, PA. Now it's here, actually, right about where I'm standing right now. I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you something. It is here where Big Ern brings Roy, sets him up with the old preacher. And up on the second floor of this building, they stick his hand into a ball return. And that person is you, Roy.
And that bowler is you, Roy.
All right, folks, I just walked inside the door there a little bit. This place is in really bad shape. You come out here, don't go inside. You just don't want to go inside, okay? Promise you. All right, folks, we made it down here to Mars, Pennsylvania. There are a lot of stops on Kingpin locations. I'm trying to get all of them as fast as I can. There's actually about 4 stops within about a mile of this location. This is where Roy comes and he finds out that he has sugar in his gas. I'm gonna spin the camera around and show you that. So it's right there in that last garage bay on the end that the gas station clerk sticks his fingers in Roy's mouth and lets him know,
Someone put sugar in your tank. Sugar, that's impossible. Here, sugar.
and you'll notice this red house down here on the left of the screen now. When Big Ern pulls up here and he's barking the horn for getting some gas, and he tells the attendant,
Sorry, did I wake you, Fatima? Ethel Supreme, top it off.
all right, folks, we've made it down the road just about a mile, which is now Salon Suites. This was the former home of PJ's Soft Serve. Right before Roy went on the pro tour, they met here for ice cream. His father gave him the little timepiece. There are a few things that still remain. This building here has totally been renovated. It's not even the same building at all. I'm gonna show you a couple shots in detail and give you some screenshots, show you some lineups. As Roy's father is talking to him, if you look closely over his shoulder, you will see this 45-mile-an-hour speed limit sign. You can also see the little turn in to the right there. All right, folks, we've made it to one of the main locations I wanted to come to. This is the former home of Munson Service Station. The opening credits, Roy's father can be seen right there between those 2 concrete columns, pumping gas. Right over here is where he trips across the picket fence, running to meet his dad over here on the side of the building over here to bowl a game before dinner. This is where he rolled that roll that was sweeter than yoo-hoo.
Son, you put that in a bottle, you got something sweeter than you.
I want to show y'all behind that purple bus there. You can clearly see that blue building behind Roy's father as they're bowling over here on the side of the building. Now, almost 20 years later, Roy and Claudia come back here, and this building's in a heavy state of disrepair. And Roy tells Claudia he didn't want to come back because he couldn't show his face here because his father basically thought he was going to turn the Munson name into Unitas, you know? That Munson was going to be to bowling as Unitas was to football. And it didn't happen that way, and Roy was ashamed to come back. So as Roy is rolling the ball there beside the building with his father, you see this little building in the background here. You see a couple shots of it. It's changed a little bit, but it's there. But the point I'm gonna make is right next to that is the bowling alley that Roy pulls up to and goes in to sell them lane oil, condoms for the vending machines, stuff like that.
Kingpin movie, 1995. We had our outside sign all ready for them. This is, you can't see, but that's the film crew. I believe Woody might be in that group there. Munson's, it's right across the street from us. That's Mars Beer Distributor. They came in and made the place really run down.
Oh, Mars.
To make the end of the movie. Then they fixed it up, made it all nice. They're filming the balls hitting the pins. This was the Farrelly brothers sitting there at 7-Eleven and Woody. And that's what I thought I'd only get a picture of that, but I was excited to get
much more, huh?
Much more. Woody came up in between 7-Eleven and Mars Lanes to sign autographs with a little group of people that snuck in and got in. So it's my husband and I. He walked in by himself here. I had newspaper articles about what was coming for our customers, and he came in all by himself, and I said, just hold it there for a moment, and I ran and got my camera and took his picture. He's dressed with the shirt that gets ripped with his hook. That's down at VFW, quarter of a mile away from here, where they had all the makeup and food for everybody. And those, that's Bill Murray beside him, and another lady on the other side's from Mars. We were the two from Mars that were in it that I know of. Actual owner, Jim, from the beer distributor, which was the Munson's service station. This is, they came in and painted and make everything nice. Lots of people from the community came and took pictures of their antique cars in front of it the whole day after the filming was done. That's the lane that they showed the little boy bowling on. Brought all kind of flowers in. The machinery that used to throw show the ball. This is the father that was in the scene here, father of Roy, and getting his makeup done before he came in here. I believe that he's dressed there at the beginning of the movie in the white, not in our scene. Right. There's a nicer picture of his car. It's sat here for days. Everybody came, got their picture taken with Woody's car.
I'd love to know where that's at now. It's probably some junkyard somewhere.
Well, there was 2 or 3 of them, I believe.
All right, folks, they let me have full access in there. They told me the whole story. I showed y'all some pictures. There was only just a few shots in here, just the one pretty much of the front, and then Roy's dad over on the end with the doors with the hinges above his head. I kind of hope I did a good job showing y'all that. And we're gonna go to another bowling alley now, and maybe I can get y'all a little more screenshots. Hope y'all are enjoying this. I'm having a blast doing it, and let's go on to the next one. All right, folks, we are here today. I have exclusive access to this. I've been talking to these people now for several months. Carrick Classic Lanes in the Carrick section of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This place is coming around, okay? I want you to know that. When I show you this, you're gonna see it's in a little bit of disrepair. They are fixing this place for people like you and me, people that geek out on stuff like this. This is gonna be a venue where you can come. I don't know exactly what they're gonna set up yet, but the future's gonna be bright here, okay? I'm gonna show some things today that you've never seen. A lot of stuff still exists here. I'm standing right now in the lane where Ishmael bowls the strike that Roy only heard. He never saw it, and Roy knew he was gonna be a star. All right, folks, you can see in the background of a picture I'm fixing to show you the snack machine. They still have the snack machine, and this thing still has freaking snacks in it. I tried to buy one. Y'all know how I do. try to get screen use stuff. And I bet this stuff is probably from that time frame, maybe a little bit after that. They don't have the key to it, and powering it up probably isn't an option. Might tear it up probably. Anyways, I want to show y'all this. And one more cool thing back here in the little mechanic shop where they work on stuff, behind the scenes in a bowling alley. Check out this sign. Now I'm going to show you a shot right now where Ishmael is bowling and this sign is behind him and the letters are still the same. So when they get this stuff restored, this is something they're saving. This is going to be one of the things that's going to be put back up. 26 years. These letters haven't been moved. These light panels, I'm gonna show you a picture right now. They went from Lancaster Bowl straight to here. Came in and they put in these glass cubes here and put lights behind them to make you think they were at Lancaster Bowl and it was still daylight out.
You call this a bowling alley?
All right, folks, when I'm showing y'all this shot right here where Roy's standing at the counter, I want y'all to know that the counter's gone, but you can still see the impression on the floor of where it was. And later on in the shot, I'm gonna show you here just a second, you actually can still see this little switchboard here that's behind Roy. I'm gonna show you that shot here in just a second.
You struck a hell of a ball. But I bet when you're off, you leave a lot of buckets. Would you look at that? Sweeter than you. You know, you got as powerful a stroke as I've ever seen, Ishmael.
You're wasting your time, Munson. He's from way out in Brimfield.
So?
Brimfield's an Amish community.
Oh, my little Roy toy. About the rent money. Don't you worry about it, Roy. I know you're good for it. That all happened right there. I'm not going to talk about what happened in there.
What is it about good sex that makes me have to crap?
This is Roy's apartment right here. And I have to be kind of quiet. It's early in the morning. This is a small little area, and I'm going to wake people up if I start yapping too loud. So I'm going to line up some shots for y'all. You know, this is where it all started, man, when Roy got his hand cut off. The scene cut straight to here. There was a chipper placed across the street. And it shows Roy ramming his hand through his alarm clock because he has all the attachments there. Doesn't have his hand anymore. Old landlady lived next door to him there. And he had to pay the rent. This is kind of some of the parts where the movie gets a little crazy. But I love it, man. It's awesome. I initially had access to film inside of this. And I lost my contact. And I lost that access. I'm going to say with almost certainty that 533 nameplate on the front door is the original from the movie. And you can remember Roy walking out here, his two neighbors sitting right in front of this window. It's about the shot right there, I believe. Let me ask Roy.
Roy, can you get sick drinking piss?
And I think Roy says, pretty sure you can. And he says, even if it's your own. Right there where those chairs are. Right there in front of 531 is where the landlady comes out. Hey, Captain Hook.
I want that red bird of mine! You are out of here!
Now y'all might recognize this scene. Roy's walking straight towards us right here with a hot cup of coffee. And the mother with the baby in the carriage comes up right here on the sidewalk. And Roy gives her a little assistance. And in the process, he spills his coffee on the baby, and you can hear it sizzle.
That'll come out.
All right, folks, that's going to wrap this video up. That's Roy's apartment right there behind me. By the way, we're in the area called Trafford in Pittsburgh area. So I'm gonna keep this kind of short. I gotta get out of here and get back home. I got about 10.5 hours ahead of me, so I gotta go. But thank y'all so much for watching this. If y'all don't mind, like, share, and subscribe. That's how you show your support for me. I don't ask for anything else from y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. If you don't like something, tell me, and I'll make a change. Maybe you'll like it a little better. And y'all share this with your friends, people you think might like it. Share it with them. Anyways, we're gonna get out of here from Pennsylvania. This has been one heck of a trip. Thank y'all for the support. We'll catch y'all next time. Bye.